Hello guys, this is the insurance module. Got a lot of questions about insurance, so going over this some. So what are some of the basics of insurance? We're talking about kind of carries for all types of insurance. How does auto insurance work? How much do you need for auto insurance? And then health insurance, where do you get it from? So here's some of the basics. Basically, insurance will only pay to restore you to the position that you were in before a loss, right? So you wrecking your car, you're not suddenly going to get a Ferrari because you wrecked your 2003 Honda Civic, right? Now, paying for insurance, okay? Insurance payments are called premiums. So this is the amount that you pay to the company for your insurance. Those are your premiums. However, most insurance companies are also going to make you pay what's called a deductible. A deductible is paid when you actually have an incident that you need the insurance to cover. The deductible is a set amount of money that you must pay before the insurance will kick in and cover the rest. Okay, so here we go. For example, you have an auto insurance policy up to $100,000. They'll protect you up to 100 grand. And your deductible, I can't spell, your deductible is $1,000. If you cause an accident that has $30,000 worth of damage, you would pay for 1,000 of it, and the insurance company would pay for 29,000 of it. Okay, so the deductible is basically an amount of money that if you get in an accident, if you go and make a claim with the insurance, that they are going to still make you pay for some of it. The first insurance that I think most of us will probably have or be having soon is auto insurance. Okay, auto insurance is required. Okay, and the only required insurance is this one: property damage and bodily damage liability. Okay, so the liability insurance covers damage you do to another person. Okay, so when you wreck and it's your fault, their injuries and their damage, okay, is your responsibility to pay, and so that's why you have to have liability insurance. Now, you should still be carrying these other insurance plans to protect your property. Okay, collision protects your car in an accident, so that way if your car is damaged, it'll get paid for. Medical covers your medical costs in an accident, okay, and any medical costs you might have as a result of that. Comprehensive covers any damage done to the car while not driving. For example, I don't know, tree falls on it, something like that, okay? Comprehensive covers that, okay? Any damage that someone spray paints the windshield, someone slashes the tire, that's considered comprehensive. And you should also have uninsured motorist, okay? Because if you get hit by a driver who does not have insurance, yes, they're still in trouble, but a lot of times those folks hit and run and you never see them again. And then you're stuck having to pay for your car damage that they did after they hit and run. Right? So that's why you want to have the uninsured motorist, because that will then, your insurance will kick in and protect your car in that situation. Now, you guys probably know this stuff, but obviously car insurance is super expensive, and it gets more expensive the more likely you are to get in an accident. Right? So the factors: your driving record, okay, your age, your marital status, and your gender. Okay, so the most expensive auto insurance is for a 16-year-old male who has already gotten a ticket once and is driving a Ferrari, right? Like, that's a really high insurance policy, right? The nicer the car, the more money it's going to take to protect. And then there's all sorts of other things that can factor in. But these three are primarily the big ones that determine how expensive your amount of insurance is. Talking health insurance then. So health insurance is usually bought through your workplace because it is extremely expensive. So usually most people are either getting it through their workplace or through the government, just because it is so expensive. Okay, these health insurance companies have premiums, the highest premiums of pretty much any insurance. They also have deductibles, right? Usually pretty high deductibles too. Now here's the catch with health insurance. Even after you pay the deductible, your entire health insurance is not paid for. Okay, health insurance companies make you do what's called co-insurance, meaning that even after you've met your deductible, they will not pay for the full visit to the doctor. Usually the amount is 80-20. So if you get $1,000 worth of work done, okay, they will cover $800 you will have to have a $200 bill. It's not totally free. Now, most health insurance companies do have what's called an out-of-pocket maximum, which means there is a set amount of money maximum that you can end up paying. So if you have an extended trip in the hospital, eventually they will start to cover that once you've hit your maximum. You also will know every time you go into the doctor, you have to pay what's called a copay. Usually it's a $30, $40, $50 payment. Every time, the moment you step foot in that doctor, your health insurance requires that you pay that copay straight to the doctor. Again, the idea is to prevent you from going to the doctor every other day. You also have to worry about going to in-network doctors. Okay, health insurance companies negotiate with doctors about what the price of certain procedures are. So you can only go to companies or to doctor's offices that have actually negotiated a deal with your insurance company. So there's a little explanation of the deductible, right? So you first pay the first amount. Once your deductible is met, though, then you share the cost, 80-20, 70-30, whatever it is. You can see how expensive average monthly premiums are for family coverage. Right? In 2018, the average monthly premium for family coverage was over $1,100 a month. Times that by 12, that's over $13,000. Right? Crazy amount of money that health insurance costs. That's why you got to make sure you try and get to your workplace. They'll cover some of that. Other types of insurance that you'll need, dental is not included in your health insurance. You have to buy your own separate dental insurance. Vision, same idea. Your eye doctor, not covered under your health insurance. You'll need homeowners when you own a house to protect your house property, right, in case it burns down, something like that. Renters, while you guys are renting, you need to have renter's insurance because your landlord's policy does not cover your property. Okay? You got to make sure that is covered, that your property in someone else's apartment is covered. And then lastly, when you have a family, you need to protect yourself with life insurance, that in case you pass away, it pays out money to your family to help them cover the costs of the end of life, but also help replace that income that now they lose. Right? Your company's not going to just keep paying your family after you've stopped working, and that's what that's there for. So those are kind of the basic general insurances that you would need. Obviously, right away, the auto and the health and dental and renters. You can probably wait on the homeowners to you own a home, obviously, and life insurance you can probably wait a little bit on too, but eventually that's something that you're going to need. Alrighty, guys, check out the other links in the modules. I'll see you guys.